Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Now we haven't had a video in a while, but we're back with another Grand Theft Auto 4 internet video, this time for the DLCs, both the Ballad of Gay Tony and the Lost and Damned. With both DLCs came a lot of new websites, so starting with the Lost and Damned, let's start with the different motorcycle club websites because they all have their own website. We can go to www.lostmc.com and we go to the Lost website. Brother for life, lost forever. We can take a look at the club history. It was 1964 when 8 US Marines met in Hanoi. They bonded over a love of hookers, horse, motorcycles, and 86 and Charlie. The boys couldn't figure out what to do when the napalm ran out and it was time to haul ass out of the jungle. Until, that is, one of them had the bright idea of starting a motorcycle club, thinking about all the brothers they sent home in bags. They called it the Lost. We've seen some hard times. Brothers turning snitch. Brothers getting killed. Brothers being taken down on bogus charges. But we're still here. We've cut out all the weekend warriors and checkbookers. We're stripping our shit to pure, kick-ass, die for the lost brothers. Fuck yeah. Now underneath all of this guff is a bunch of personal ads. Now all of these personal ads aren't really just ads, they are also cheat codes. You call up those numbers, they'll spawn right in front of you and they will disable your achievements. We can take a look at the graveyard. The graveyard page on the Lost website is clearly just, well, it's a graveyard for their lost brothers. And they have a web page dedicated to each of them. Let's click on Bozo. Rip Bozo. Never one to suck it to the bulls. Bozo gave a big f*** you to the Cherry Tops when they tried to pull him over one time. Long story short, an argument led to an altercation, led to bullets being exchanged. Bozo had taken out 3 cops when one of them got a lucky headshot. The SOB wasn't even breaking the speed limit. He'll be missed. Let's take a look at Dirty Sue. With a name like Dirty Sue, you expect a lady biker, right? Who's maybe a little filthy. Sue died an outlaw through and through. He was riding a chopper drunk and giving the finger to the man. It's a shame he didn't realize he was on the wrong side of the road, and a tanker was headed right for him. They say one of his ears got found a mile down the big slab. Oh my god. I'm proud to pick up a piece of Dirty Sue on my rubbers when I next go on a run. Okay, one more for good luck. Let's click on Mitch. Ah, here he is, Mitch, R.I.P. Mitch. Mitch loved Hole too much for his own good. Unlike most of us who pay the price with alimony and VD, Mitch paid with his life. He had an old lady getting purple puppies on the back of his chopper when they both got hit by a freight train. I can't wait to twist the wick with this guy on the great free ride to hell as a beautiful tribute. Rip Mitch, R.I.P. Their last page is Buried Alive. Let's take a look at Wyatt. Wyatt was just a prospect when the pigs found him, so now they're in jail. That's what buried alive means. Wyatt was just a prospect when the pigs found him with a couple of pounds of horse. He could have rolled on any of the brothers. The fact is, he didn't even know what was in the package he was carrying. Now he's doing 25 years, and his old lady's balling stink bomb. That guy ain't even fully patched. What's attractive about a man whose nickname is Stink Bomb? We admire you, dude. If you want to continue prospecting when you're out, we'd be honored. Mine's a pissfasser. Now, I'm going to leave it on Henry, but I'll leave Jose's down here on the screen so you can read that too if you want. Solitary confinement was made for SOBs like Henry. He was always the brother you'd rely on to finish a bar fight you'd started. Truckers, college kids, steroid junkies, he'd fuck them all up. The law was bound to catch up with him one day, and he's doing 3 for assault. I got $5 that says he'll be swinging punches on his first night of freedom. Well, that was an interesting insight into the Lost that I honestly have never looked at in my life. And this website is only unlocked partway through the Lost and Damned story. You get a text or an email saying, oh, hey, by the way, we have a website, go check it out. I never did, because I couldn't be bothered. However, there are more motorcycle clubs in the Lost and Damned. For instance, there is also the Angels of Death. So let's go to angelsofdeathonline.com. And here we are on the Angels of Death website, Angels of Death Liberty. Let's go down. All these are links. Okay, just the facts. Legal warning. Any attempt to use Angels of Death motorcycle trademarks will be met with a prompt response from our legal team. Please divert any news media inquiries to our public relations department. Didn't expect to be reading that on this website. Just the facts. Oh, this is good. Okay, this is fine. The Angels of Death Motorcycle Club started in San Andreas in 1949. At first, it was only a small club. Then, after the Civil Rights Act, people became unsatisfied with a non-segregated society. They looked to the Angels of Death as an oasis of racial and religious purity. Men wanted to treat women like objects, ride motorcycles, and say "fuck off" to anyone who looked different. They joined the Angels of Death Motorcycle Club. Now there are AOD charters in every state in the country, as well as Scandinavia, in the UK, Canada and Australia. We have a theme park in the south and an extensive range of club merchandise. If you've got any questions, take a look at the Q&A section. If you've got more questions, ask a fully patched member of AOD and hope you don't get a kick in the balls. Support items. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, stop. Only fully patched members of the Angels of Death can wear our colours, but any civilians can buy club support items with our insignia on them. It's a way of showing your support and admiration for the Angels of Death. Wear our name with pride. All customers are subject to racial screening. Hot as hell bed linen. Keep warm this season with Angels of Death eiderdowns and electric bedspreads. Both items are highly flammable. Keep away from open flames. This is so... Why are they so corporate? Do I remember them being corporate? Were they corporate in the game? Did they have an HR department? Oh, I can add it to basket. The gates to the Angels of Death store are closed right now. Oh, what else we got? Angels of Life. Ooh, by Arnie Lester with Fred M. Nelson. Soon to be made into a Vinewood motion picture, this is a gripping account of a chapter president in the Angels of Death. Arnie Lester explains how his errant youth and love for motorcycles made him the community worker he is today. Is that different enough to put on YouTube? I present to you the Angels of Death dildo. Ever want to get f***ed by an Angel of Death, but all the brothers in the bar are too drunk or too old to get it up? Here's the solution. Model on Angel of Death road caption Joe John Johnson's Johnson. Legal warning, only for use on females and fully patched members doing long stretches at the big house. Oh dear. Encourage your children to be an outlaw from the start with the Angels of Death Baby Change Unit. Oh, of course, this is the classic, the biker party set. Beer mug, shot glass, bong, and a meth pipe. All in hard-wearing, shatterproof glass, stamped with the famous Angels of Death insignia. Drink responsibly, cannabis and methamphetamine sold separately. I really enjoyed that. Let's go to the Q&A. Why are all of your members white? The Angels of Death don't have a policy of excluding members of any of the inferior races. It's just none of them have ever been able to get through our rigorous selection process. In order to become a prospect and then a fully patched member of the Angels of Death, you have to pass a series of tests of your intelligence, character, and fortitude. So far, only white men have stood up to our strict standards. Where is my nearest charter? If you're in the USA and you don't know where your nearest charter is, you must have your head up your ass. Look around. What is this we've heard in the news about a war with the lost MC? The news media has been lying to the American people since the founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence. Look at the unfairness with which they treat our president. Anyway, the Lost MC are a bunch of criminals who ain't fit to lick the grease from an AOD camshaft, let alone go to war with us. We in the Angels of Death are a group of understanding citizens who have come together over a mutual love of motorcycles. There's no war because there's no contact between the two clubs. Some interesting lies from the Angels of Death there. Now I'm going to head over to uptownriders.net, and then I'm going to type it in properly this time. Uptown Riders, .net. The Uptown Riders are a group of urban riding enthusiasts based out of Northwood in Liberty City. Originally started as a lifestyle group, established for the discussion of sports bikes and the betterment of our community. Uptown Riders are branching out into a clothing line with more merchandising to follow. So is this another one going corporate? Oh, they've got merch. Street Sweeper T put the baddest gun on the street right on your chest. Fully auto, bitches. This was a new gun in The Lost and Damned. This ain't a bulletproof vest, but it looks like one. Try not to get hit out there, people. Ah, of course. Got some motorcycle body armor. You look like a Republican space ranger while pulling some sick shit on your bike. Uptown Riders latex gloves, because no one wants to leave no prints at the seam, motherfuckers. Ooh, coming soon to the Uptown Riders. They've got, just like the Angels of Death, on their website, they have the Uptown Riders bed linen. Cozy up to your bitches in the Uptown Riders style. They've also got a movie in the works, but also a video game. The story of how we rose to the top of Liberty City. Just need to get someone to make that shit. We're speaking to some of the biggest names in entertainment. Of course, dude, of course! The Uptown Riders double ender. To keep your stable busy while you're out riding your bike. Just make sure they put a video of that shit on the internet. And they got the diapers too, and they've also got the Uptown Riders party set. Very interesting. They've gone like, it feels like full corporate again. Also on this website are bikes and pictures, but it is mainly bikes. In fact, it is 100% bikes. On here, you've got a bunch of different bikes on here. It's not every bike in the game, of course, but it does explain some things about the different bikes. For example, let's look at this very serious double T description. Modern street bike for the soldiers. This 900cc inline 4 produces 170 brake horsepower. It dominated the market until the 801 showed up on the scene. Still a capable weapon in the right hands, its agility and availability mark it out as a true modern classic. User-friendly and reliable. This 180-mile-an-hour rocket has few vices and is still lighter than most of its pricier rivals. Like I said, actually quite a serious description for the bike on here. So I believe those are the Motorcycle Club websites, but there are of course more websites to go over. I don't know if we're going to get to go over all of them because we still have to do the Ballad of Gay Tony, but let's have a look. Here's a fun one. If we go to www.genderrolldoll.com, I believe. The Gender Roll Doll. Playtime where you learn your place. Reinforce positive playtime, family values, and gender roles with the Gender Roll Doll. The Gender Roll Doll provides an enjoyable way for your sons and daughters to learn what it means to be part of a healthy, traditional family unit. A meek, submissive wife and an aggressive, dominant husband trapped in a joyless marriage who have awkward sex once a month in the missionary position and suppress all of their true emotions for fear of offending an all-seeing celestial being. Meet Kyle, our Gender Roll Doll for boys. He has tons of great sayings that are educational and inspirational. Pull my cord. No. Pull it harder. Drinks real beer. Incapable of action. These are all of the lines you would get if you pulled his cord. I make the money, you cook. Got it, toots? What did you buy now? More crap, probably. Male nurses are gay. I came home after a hard day's work to this? Let's take a look at Stacy, the Gender Roll Doll for girls. She teaches girls the value of being a mum and woman with many positive sayings like, I can't wait to get pregnant and raise a family. Emotions cloud my judgment. See, now this is unhinged. It was probably my fault. Oh my god. The Gender Roll Doll requires 2 AA batteries inserted into Kyle's mind and any of Stacy's orifices. 21 phrases. Easily undressed. Look at the makeup she's got caked on her. She's got a black eye! Oh my god. Most people would agree that feminism has been the driving force behind the moral decline in this country. Just look at what's happened since we let women drive, study and vote. Unprecedented rises in divorce, teenage pregnancy, murder, crime, terrorism, and sexual perversion. We have allowed the minds of our children to be poisoned by a bunch of radical vegan fuglies. Suddenly, a man asking why his dinner isn't on the table after a long day's work is hate speech. Suddenly, running a household with a firm hand is termed domestic violence. Men aren't the enemy. Men are providers and protectors. There to pat you patronizingly on the head when you don't understand something. Now listen, if you're looking at this website and you're thinking, my god, this actually sounds like a good idea, maybe you need to visit this next website. I'll bring it up. Okay, here we are at Train Yourself Tolerant. Sensitivity training for the office, but I think it will work, YouTuber to YouTubey. There was a day in America when you could smoke at your desk, slap the secretary on the ass, call your coworker this for refusing a shot of whiskey at noon, belittle the Mexican mailman, and then go home to beat up your kids. Those days are sadly gone. This isn't 1980s America or modern-day Turkey. You can't talk about why Barry from Accounts walks funny. If a minority or woman is late, you are forbidden from calling them out on it. Right here we got a list of business buzzwords that are now banned from the workplace. Let's take a look. This is brilliant. The following is a list of business buzzwords that are no longer appropriate from the workplace. Business buzzword and who it's offensive to. 24/7, insomniacs. Across the board, surfers. Beat around the bush, lesbians. Customer focused, ADD sufferers. Cherry picking, virgins. Empire building, the British. Scalability, people with no arms. Stand alone, people with one leg. Step up to the plate, people with no legs. Touch base, people with no hands. Whistleblower, people who can't whistle. If you want to take a look through these, they're on the screen. You'll be able to pause. You'll be able to see them. You know how YouTube works. You've been here before. Next, I've got another quite interesting website which you probably definitely have never seen before. This is HighmenSpaceTours.com. Breaking the barrier, visiting the void, if only for a fleeting moment. Imagine floating on the edge of nothingness. You are, for a microsecond, weightless. Then suddenly plunging back to reality, knowing you will never reach that high again. Welcome to amateur aeronautics and space exploration. It's just as safe as NASA's shuttle missions, except at a low cost and for profit. Join the 60 Mile High Club, just $250,000, completely safe. First, pony up $250,000, yeah, we've established that. Receive the jacket with Highmen space logos all over it, then proceed to brag to all your rich friends while at fundraisers. Think of it as an amusement park ride for millionaires. History suggests that the Highmen space experience is likely to play out in one of two ways. Before launch, an on-site extra insurance policy is sold to passengers as their families look on, weeping from behind a velvet rope at the end of the tarmac. The Black Baron 2 mothership climbs to about 50,000 feet and releases the Space Trotter 2 rocket ship, while the passengers violently shake. Space Trotter 2 blasts up to 63 miles high, runs out of gas, and begins freefalling. Slutty space hostesses in tight silver uniforms hand out complimentary bath bags. Passengers float around in a confined space with a migraine for 5 minutes, trying to act like this was worth it. Space Trotter 2 plunges back through Earth's atmosphere, and the wings open, and Space Trotter 2 glides smoothly down to the ground. Or Space Trotter 2 explodes in a ball of white-hot fire, killing everyone on board, and we start work on Space Trotter 3. The internationally recognised boundary of space is 62 miles above land. Highmen Space Tours sends you a full mile into space and gives you a full 5 minutes of weightlessness. If that's not worth $250,000, we don't know what is. So just like the famous space captain himself, you can go up and experience weightlessness in a shuttle-looking thing. Book your bachelor party now. 4 men, 2 strippers, 0 gravity. Imagine a bachelor party with a different atmosphere. Remember, in space, you can actually spin the lucky lady during a rotisserie party. What happens in space stays in space. HIV does not stay in space. And that is where we are going to end it for The Lost and Damned. However, we still do have a few websites to look at in the Ballad of Gay Tony. So let's switch over and have a look. And here we are in the Ballad of Gay Tony, where the wallpaper is I Love LC, and I've always loved this. If there's one thing that differentiates the Ballad of Gay Tony from the Lost and Damned and the GTA 4 base game, it's the nightclubs. Masonette 9, Hercules, and Bahama Mamas specifically have websites in the game that we can visit, so why don't we just have a quick look at those? I think the obvious one to start with would be Masonette 9. Masonette 9 is a private venue for after-dinner drinks, catering exclusively to members and their friends. If you did not know that, you are very unlikely to get in. We are located in Algonquin, Liberty City, but if you have to ask where, then you are definitely not our sort of person. Founded in 2003 by Liberty City's 20-year reigning king of Liberty City's nightlife, Tony Prince, Masonette 9 is small, cramped, expensive, overcrowded, and definitely not for you. So please don't bother stopping by. On the off chance that we were wondering where you had been all our lives, let's be really clear. We weren't waiting for you, and we did not want you. Unless you were rich, beautiful, and famous, you will feel pretty inadequate here. So why put yourself through that? Therapy is really expensive and it doesn't work. Let's take a look at the rules. Dress code is not something we worry about, as we aren't some bunch of bridge and tunnel suburbanites. If you look wrong, we will make that very clear. You must be over 21 or famous to party. The club is open 7 nights a week from when we feel like it to when we've had enough. There's also a section here for Tony Prince, so let's click on Tony. It's quite the about section, so let me just power through it. Tony Prince, the legendary Gay Tony, grew up in Dukes. As a young boy, he wandered to the Humboldt River and dreamed of living on the other side so he would no longer be considered bridge and tunnel. And as soon as he went to college, his dreams came true. Ignoring school, he spent the middle part of the 1980s working the cloakroom, and then the door at the legendary Elephant, until that closed down following a fire. Tony's next venture was the classic rave venue Puddle, based famously in a converted mortuary. Unfortunately, the taxman decided that Tony was having too good of a time, and the club was closed and Tony narrowly avoided jail. Next, he opened his first gay club, Thunder, which itself evolved into Two Backed Beast. After this was shut down by the city, he returned to the gay scene with Hercules. At the same time, he catered to the heterosexual crowd with the now legendary Death by Machines. After Death by Machines burned down, there's a lot of fires going on. Tony was briefly banned from opening any new venues before he opened Masonette 9 in 2003. As Tony says, in his inimicable style, "I do it for the love. That and the easy money, access to drugs, and ability to suck up to famous people. Hercules, Tony's other club, has a website too. Except no substitute. Hercules, the original Muscle Mary. Hercules only has the one page. It has an image of the club here. And this is the only text on the page. A slice of Olympus here on Earth. Dance with the gods while Rome is burning. Go back to a time when gay guys spent most of their disposable incomes on getting wasted from Thursday night to Monday morning, rather than adopted children, quickie divorces, and designer sinks. Come on, you're gay, start acting like it. Part of the legendary Liberty City icon Tony Prince's party empire, Hercules is a final bastion of hotness in these tepid times. Young and old unite as desperate revelers cling onto a once proud scene. Now open all night, every night. If you want to spend your money, we'll take it. And that's the Hercules website. It's nothing too eccentric, I suppose. It's just got the one page. Not even an address. Finally, we have Bahama Mamas. And here we are at the Bahama Mamas website. This is another website with only one page, but it is a bloody long one. I mean, look at the size of this scroll bar. It's a very long page. Bahama Mamas, where evolution stops and the party starts. Bahama Mamas is no longer a gentleman's club. After so many nights of happy endings, it was only a matter of time before one came to an unhappy end, with a visit from the Vice Squad. Oh dear. Since losing our license, Bahama Mamas has reopened as a top-quality VIP dance club. Middle-aged, married men, please take note. You will not be allowed in, unless you order triple bottle service with sparklers in. They have a strict no-smoking policy because there is way too much hair product in here to risk a naked flame. One spark and the place will go up like an oil refinery. There is a different dress code for men and for women. For men, it's tight t-shirt, wife beater, striped shirt ideally, with large patterns of dragons, etc. And with popped collar and unbuttoned to the waist, ripped jeans, deep orange tan, heavily gelled hair, spiked, slicked back, or faux hawked, any will do. Pointy sideburns, plucked eyebrows, earring, gold chain, sunglasses, coloured contacts, cigarette behind the ear, lots of cologne, laughable machismo. And dress code for women, women can wear what they want, so long as it's small, tight, cheap, and slutty. Exposed G-string, fake tits, hair extensions, tramp stamps, and massive amounts of eye makeup and infected belly button piercings are preferred. Bahama Mamas even has a foam party, which is apparently infamous. Direct from Belgium, Frankie Blowout. Hands in the air. This dude seems to be a DJ all the way from Belgium. Bahama Mamas even do bachelor parties. Imagine that. There's a lot of ads on here for Pisswasser and Patriot Ale. Let's take a look at their latest emails that they put on the site. Last night was off the motherfucking chain, bro. Full of underage girls, blacked out on shots. Sweet. Donnie from Actor. Me and my friends had a great time. Don't remember shit. We're all pregnant. Bahama Mamas is the shizzle. Serious binge drinking, dude. I pile drive some tourist over a urinal and glassed a Mexican kid. Keeping it real. West Dyke boys forever. We will fuck you up. It was male topless night as well. Strictly no body hair. And we also have some ads for some upcoming events. We have DJ Whoever and Miss Terry. So I've only got a few more websites that I want to show you, but they are pretty good ones. First of all, did you know that Bleeter, the Twitter parody for Grand Theft Auto, actually started in the Ballad of Gay Tony? So we can go to www.bleeter.biz. There you go. Now this is like... You thought that the Grand Theft Auto 5 version of Bleeter was a step in the past, like a window back into what once was, right? This is even further back. What is Bleeter? It's life, suddenly made for everyone. It's microblogging. Imagine getting text messages from people you barely know about shit nobody cares about. Life suddenly got interesting. It's reality TV without pictures, and it stars a bunch of boring people. Life suddenly got quick. Your life is boring and trivial. Share it. Life suddenly got about punishing others. Bleeter lets you leave dickish comments to celebrities. Life suddenly got about showing these jumped up jerks who's boss. If you have no sense of self and have to prattle on about every little thing in your life, Bleeter is for you. Life suddenly got a little bit crazy. Now the only bleats that we can see are on the side here. Here are some great recent bleats from our great community of bleaters. Tilly says, oh my god, when I get home, I'm going to blog about my new haircut. Rosanna Jangle. Bored at home, thinking of swallowing a fistful of pills. Butterfly Rimmer. I have piles. Pablo Pizza. I am not racist. I can't believe this driver kept calling me that. It's freedom of speech. Los Santos Slim says, my cat just got hit by a car. Ginger Buddy says, my neighbours are totally having a three-way. Posting pictures in a sec. Let's have a look at how they make money. We aren't interested in that. We are like many social networking sites, funded by young assholes who get really popular, then cash out and sell it to old assholes at big media companies who quickly learn they've bought a site that will be obsolete as soon as the next social media fad comes in. And that's life. It is incredible how nobody could have predicted where Twitter would have gone. I mean, it really was this kind of stuff back in 2009, 2010. I know I said it in the GTA 5 video, I'll say it again. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Bleeter is like, or Y is like on in GTA 6. That's going to be amazing. Okay, now you guys, I don't know if you know this, but I read this book, and it's called Women Are Idiots, and mind-blowing, mind-opening rather. So, and they also have a website, so let's go and have a look at the website, womenareidiots.net. Nick Lancaster, that's his name. Hi, I'm Nick Lancaster. I've slept with over 500 different girls. How? I read my book, Women Are Idiots. I can walk into a room and walk out with a girl on my arm in 30 minutes. How do I do it? Is it pheromones or pharmaceutical? For a cool $34.99, I'll send you my book and the accompanying language CDs. Now, why language CDs? You're going to be learning a new language, one that allows you to communicate with women in their language. It's well known, without the N, that the strongest swimmer wins the race in the old fallopian tubes. For hundreds of thousands of years, women have spread their legs for the alpha male. I'll teach you how to turn yourself from an omega into that alpha. I won't go through all of these, but I will have a look at a few of them. Avoid spending money on drinks, presents, or jewelry. There is a chance that you won't get laid. Don't pay to lose. Play to win. Women are passive. Men are aggressive. Don't wait on her. Get up in her face and show her that she needs you. Understand female psychology. You'll read the chapter, The Sea is Crazy. If she recognizes one of the techniques as being from a pickup artist book, accuse her of being drunk and or crazy, then call her a lesbian, and not the good kind. My book works. Remember, you might be accused of being deceptive and a liar for using seduction techniques, but women have fake tits, high heels, and makeup to cover who they really are. They're even more full of shit than we are. Be an alpha, not an omega. Here are some places that you can meet some women. Shopping malls, they just can't stop spending money. Libraries, girls are always checking out books on romance and yeast infections. Theme restaurants, there's nothing more degrading than working at a theme restaurant. Her self-worth is already in the toilet, she's easy pickings. Schools, obvious, young girls are easy if you dismantle their self-worth quickly enough. Rehabs, these girls are already proven losers. Learn different kinds of approaches, like the spilled drink, the fender bender, and the my ex-girlfriend was murdered approach. If you shake her hand, don't let go. Even when she says, you're hurting me, oh god. Women like it rough. The ones that don't are lesbians. Definitely. Wear earplugs, it blocks out the inane chatter. Order my book today. You'll be picking up women in no time. I went from an omega to an alpha, and you can too. Well, this has certainly lived up to the, shall we say, rockstar internet charm. Now, you might know Princess Robot Bubblegum from the TV in GTA 5 or GTA Online, as well as a bunch of car liveries and a bunch of other clothes and stuff. It actually began in Grand Theft Auto 4, The Ballad of Gay Tony. So we can go on the Princess Robot Bubblegum website, it's a big name, it's very hard for me to say, and we can have a look around. PrincessRobotBubblegum.com is the official site for merchandise and fans of the world's greatest anime ever. They've got new merchandise in production. Princess Robot Bubblegum and the Kitty Lover Shiny Bikini Ninja Super Party Time Dimensional Dragon Hole. My god! Now on DVD. Includes commentary track from the Korean animators who put the show together. Must speak Korean to understand. Also includes scenes cut from the movie due to taste/ethnic slurs, including used Princess Robot Bubblegum lacy undergarments, not really worn by Princess Robot Bubblegum. Take a look at some of the Princess Robot Bubblegum merchandise. Thankfully, this is incredibly low res, so I think I'm going to be able to get away with this. This is the Princess Robot Bubblegum vest, and they are sold out, of course. We have a talking blow-up doll, discounted to $199. That's a steal. Sake brand sake. Celebrate the way sake would. Drink it in one go. Princess Robot Bubblegum sleeping pills. There's a video game update. Princess Robot Bubblegum 67? Repressed Destiny Sparkle for handhelds is the best RPG ever, so great that it's pirated 4-1. We also have some cheats for the game. When you bang on the door to the temple, remove PRB's clothes before the count answers. Stop PRB from cutting herself when she cries or her health will go down. The game is also in real time. When it's PRB's time of the month, she will act erratically and lash out at friends, causing them damage and making them not want to join quests with you. Hide in the cavern until her time passes. If you do not collect every amulet, you will have to start the game over and replay every mission. Aren't Japanese games awesome fun? On the boss mission, stick the sword in his nutsack. Flash him by pressing down, down, up, left, left, down, down, up, left and right within 3 seconds. If you perform this incorrectly, it will break your handheld and you will have to buy a new one. And that is the Princess Robot Bubblegum website. Another fantastic addition to Rockstar's beautiful catalogue. Now, there are a few sites that I've been missing out, but I want to end it with a nice easy one, a nice fun one. It's called the Fuggie. The Fuggie. The blanket with glory holes. It's machine washable. Buy now. Incredible. Only $19.99. She's shivering with a duvet wrapped around her. He's sweating with a raging hard-on. Sound familiar? It's one of life's cruel mysteries. Women are perpetually cold, men are perpetually up for action. The missionary position in the bedroom can get boring and take the spontaneity out of your sex life. Now she can enjoy warmth and comfort anywhere around the house, and he can enjoy what he deserves. Introducing the blanket with glory holes. Fuggie, only $19.99. Incredible, has a $100 value. The Fuggie comes in one size fits all. Your entire family can wear the Fuggie, and they look like they belong in a medieval monastery. The Fuggie is great for single men too. We've all been there. Those long winter nights sat alone in front of the TV, drinking whiskey and spanking one out to cosmetics commercials. With the Fuggie, you can stay warm and see your junk in all its glory. And it's machine washable. It's just $19.99 with $60 shipping. There's a few Q&As too. Can't I just wear a bathrobe backwards and cut a hole in the crotch? No, that's tasteless. Is the Fuggie good for the elderly? Yes, and perfect for the incontinent. Are there Fuggie fan clubs? Yes, many couples enjoy Fuggie bar crawls, where after a few drinks everyone goes back to a hotel room. Apparently it also comes in a range of exotic designs like zebra, leopard, and cougar. And you can see on the Fuggie here, I thought these were, it's like a leopard print. I thought those were leopard eyes. I thought like this shadow here was an ear. No, those are nipples, bro. That's what they are. I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you coming back and watching another GTA 4 internet video. I know it's challenging for you to do so I appreciate it. We're back on the regular videos, so we're going to have some more out soon. There's going to be some more coming out this month. Hopefully at least a video a week. So let's keep this train a-going, a choo-choo. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment if you liked the video. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me if I missed anything that you would have liked to see. I know there was a few websites I missed. I guess I'll just say I'll see you in the next video. Keep it breezy and take it sleazy.